Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the very first episode of, correct me if I'm wrong, my name is Patrick. And to my very left here, I have our first co-host, Mr. D. Vaughn.
What up, everybody? This is Mr. Devon, a.k.a. Devin, a.k.a. Devon. To my left, I got my buddy, Mr. Poyo.
How y'all doing, world? Just a little introduction of myself. They call me Poyo, a.k.a. leans to the left, a.k.a. firm handshake. And to my left, I have Mr. Jesus.
Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Jesus, a.k.a. a little firmer handshake than Pollo. But yeah, guys, we are excited to bring this content out for you guys. Hope you follow us through our journey. And yeah, let's kick it off.
Awesome. So we're here, pretty much four broskies together. Going to talk about everything, anything that we can think of. Maybe bring some of our buddies along through our Facebook that's out there hustling with their own hobbies and their own creations, and just kind of talk about a little bit of everything. 500,000. What do you think that number is?
Times I've thought about buying something and I don't pull the trigger.
I'm going to pull the trigger.
Times you actually say I'm going to pull the trigger.
500,000 is actually the amount of estimated podcasts that there are right now. So, why podcast?
I've listened to a lot of podcasts, and I think they're really fun. It's just a couple of people, just a group of people, just getting together, just talking about their opinions. And we're a group of friends. I think that's gonna be really fun. What about you, Poyo?
I feel the same way. I feel like, we all have different backgrounds, different way of thinking, different opinions. The fact that we can come together and talk about anything and everything is going to be, I feel like, a good attraction to people because, well, some people have stuff on their mind. We all have stuff on our mind, constantly on our minds, always thinking about everything, and then we just need somebody to be able to voice it, and we want to be that voice. We want to be able to, express ourselves just like everybody else does. What do you think, Jesus?
I'm not going to go as deep as that, but I mean, people have conversations all the time. We just have the chance to record it.
So how about we talk about how each of us have eventually got to know each other? Devin, you want to start that? Because I feel like me and you have known each other the longest.
Well, I'll start out with you. I've known you since literally the 6th grade. But I've known you that long. I've known you for about, 11? For about almost 15 years, which is funny. We didn't really start hanging out till like college. And that's just because we saw each other in class. You were like, hey, David. I was like, what up, Patrick? And then it just went on from there, just chilling out in the dorms. Then, what else did we used to do?
That's pretty much it.
That's pretty much, man.
It's a very simple college life.
Yeah.
Man.
Staying up watching Dexter. Remember we'd pull like all-nighters watching Dexter over and over and over and over and over. I actually then met Jesus at my place of establishment. Place
of business where you
place
work.
of business. Yeah. And what's super funny about when I met Jesus, right? So I just came from high schools because we would always play video games in high school all the time, staying up all night playing video games. I go to college. There wasn't too many people that played video games in college. So when I literally started working at that place, I saw Jesus and I was like, man, I want to become friends with this guy because I feel like he's a video gamer and we'd have a lot in common and it'd be pretty dope. So yeah, that's how me and Jesus.
Yeah, now we're here.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Us 3.
Yes, there is a fourth person in this podcast. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a cute story like Devin and Patrick. I actually met Patrick. I'm not jealous. I met Patrick and Jesus both at where we currently work at. And I had been watching YouTube videos like for good, I would say 5 years, 6 years, wanting to make my own. And I was like, I don't know how to do this. And then I started talking to Patrick, and he was like, oh, yeah, we made a movie. I was like, y'all made a movie? I was like, yeah, it's on YouTube. OKB Productions, by the way. Quick plug for you, Patrick. There.
I like it.
And I watched it. I was like, oh, this is dope. Like, of course, it's, out here in West Texas. But I was like, how did you do it? How did you do this? Oh, well, we use this. And then that's how I got with Jesus. When I started talking to Jesus helped me out with getting Final Cut. And, it's been every single opportunity we get to hang out with each other, It's been great, and that's how we pretty much got to meet each other. That's how we met, and now we have a 4-man podcast going on, and I feel like we're gonna take off with this.
Yep. It's been a blast. It's been awesome. Devin used to have a 4-inch fro back then.
It was a choice. It was a choice. I decided to cut it, but I still rocked it. So.
So this weekend, Toy Story 4 and Chucky comes out.
Same day.
Who wins it at the box office? What are you looking forward to more?
I mean, it's not even a question of like who wins it. I mean, we all know Toy Story is going to take the bank.
Yeah,
100% Rotten Tomatoes already confirmed.
What?
100%, yeah. I mean, it's just a child movie that, even though, I mean, it's been a while in the making. So
It has
As amazing as Toy Story 3 was, because Toy Story 3 came out, right? I didn't like Toy Story 2, right? I wasn't a huge fan of Toy Story 2. So when Toy Story 3 came out, yes, I had like certain standards for it, but I wasn't expecting Toy Story 3, right? I was expecting, okay, cool, I'm going to go watch it. It's going to be a good movie. This was a great movie. Toy Story 3 was outstanding. So now I'm going into Toy Story 4 thinking, man, this movie is supposedly like they've come out, Tom Hanks and Tim Allen come out to like, this is it, like this is it, this is what it all leads up to. So now my standards are out through the roof. So is it going to live up to that?
I surely hope so, man. Because how the way they ended off Toy Story 3 was perfect.
I think so, yeah.
Andy grows up, he goes to college.
How manly do you feel saying that?
So like, to me, I feel so
It's like
manly because
it's like you're growing up with them. So.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Andy goes off to college. He gets his one last moment with with Woody and Buzz Lightyear. It starts off as a new generation. It starts off as a new story, but I thought they would just end it there. And I'm hoping this Toy Story 4 just kills it. It got 100%. I hope it kills it, just not diminish what we last saw.
I 100% agree. I hope it does great. I hope it ends us. I do think movies are trying so hard to do the little tearjerker thing. I just hope that their movies in general aren't going to start trying to be forced when it comes to that. It's one of those things that just kind of has to happen and just be there.
I honestly thought I would have been okay with it ending there.
100% agree.
Yes.
I 100% agree with you.
Because it was perfect. I mean, he left, and you're like, that's
It's a
it.
perfect
That's
ending.
my childhood. I'm an adult now. So
Are they about to be too repetitive now? Like I'm thinking, like you're about to be repetitive. It's almost like I have only seen one trailer, but I feel like am I about to watch the same movie I watched in number 1 when Buzz Lightyear got knocked off and they had to go find him? I literally feel like it's the exact same movie because Forky gets thrown out of the window and they have to go find him. So is this one going to feel repetitive, like you're trying to combine movie 1 and 3?
I feel like what they're trying to do with this movie is give them, even though yes, the third one, gave you your closure. They gave you they're not going to end up in a yard sale. They're not going to end up in a dumpster. They're with Bonnie. Bonnie is it. Like that's the new child. God forbid they go with Andy and see all the crazy stuff he's gonna do in college, because then there's gonna be a lot of questions.
I just want to make a quick point here. Boyle literally just named every single character without flaw, but when it came to the Dallas Cowboy wide receivers, he stumbled. So, ladies and gentlemen, that shows you what is number 1 on his list is Toy Story. He named every character without flaw.
On Toy Story. From the 4 gentlemen in this room, I am the oldest. I am the old horse. But I feel like they're giving it one last hurrah.
Is that too much?
is that like we already had our last
Like, you did
hurrah?
have your last hurrah, but
But that was for us. I feel like that movie was for
Yes.
the people that
But
followed it.
the kids that were 6 or 7 when that movie came out, they don't have that was the first movie to them. They're like,
So what are you gonna do? End it and then end it again? I think they could be a successful Toy Story 4, but I don't think you have to be a tearjerker and try to do this closure like the number 3 did. Have fun.
I don't think that. Yeah, I mean, it's not gonna be toward us. I mean, we're gonna go. We're gonna watch it, right? It's
We're
Toy
in the
Story.
front row.
right?
I'm gonna take my Buzz Lightyear action figure.
But
Yes, I have a Buzz Lightyear action figure.
I don't know. I feel like I was I was like contempt with the ending.
Everybody was content
I
when
was
they
like,
said
good.
Toy Story 4. I was like, what?
It's like yeah.
How are you gonna rip my heart out again? I know there's a lot of people out there, and I'm gonna catch a lot of flack. They've seen Star Wars. I haven't seen Star Wars. Not one. Harry Potter. Not one.
Shit, you named me everything I like. That's good.
Lord of the Rings. Not a
Oh yeah, I
single
love that too.
Man.
Oh, that's messed up.
I'm about to make Jesus match. Game of Thrones. Not a single one. It's not something that I want to watch. But that doesn't mean my kids aren't going to want to watch it. That doesn't mean my grandkids are not going to watch something like that.
You're gonna let them watch Games of Thrones?
Maybe when they're
kids,
teenagers,
we're here
you know.
for movie night.
How do we feel about the new Chucky doll?
I don't like it. I mean, it's not necessarily I don't like it. It's just that it's so they're trying to do like high tech stuff, which is like modern, right? Cool, whatever. It's just that it's just already been it's done so well. Like those movies have been seared into my brain, and I've been afraid of them since.
But that's the same thing.
It's
We're
exactly
going
one
back
of
with
those
Aladdin.
moments of that we're not giving things a chance.
Yes.
That's the hardest thing. We do not like change. Us as human beings do not like change. We hate change. We've seen it the first time we saw the original. We never want to see it differently again. Never.
Now the big thing that again is because it's more modern. You're not used to more modern.
Right.
You're used to seeing the old grungy little doll. The new one
Looks
like
like
something
a
that came out of
today.
Japan.
like a handsome devil. Like that guy is like cut, like chin of
I mean,
a.
I don't know if he's cut. I mean, yeah, he has the chin
No,
line.
I'm just saying
but-
like his chin line is like.
When did you see
so,
his body?
That boy has
Google
like
images
eight
right
packs.
now.
He looks like that Australian guy, the little kid that was all ripped. But yeah, everything looks like Chucky is straight. Like when you see the trailers, it looks like he's straight out of Japan.
I'm excited for them to go back to the scary vibe.
That's true.
The past X amount have been this comedic.
Well, they did
thing.
release one, but it didn't even go to theaters.
It went straight to Netflix.
It went
I've
straight
seen
to
that one.
Netflix.
It was stupid comedy. I saw it.
Yeah.
Which one?
The last one that's on Netflix. It's like a Netflix on.
The one that has
Cult of Chucky? Is that what
I
it's
think
don't
it's.
remember.
I think it's that, but it even has the.
The original girl.
Well, not even the girl, but the guy that plays Chucky.
Oh yeah.
His daughter like plays a
Oh.
part of that movie.
I know, like Andy is in that one.
Right.
Like
right.
the original
Yeah,
actual
yeah.
Andy is in that one. But it was stupid comedy. Like it's stupid. They make stupid jokes. The CGI is horrible.
I haven't seen the trailer because
Right.
I'm a scared cat. I don't like horror movies that much.
Bro,
so
we in the
when I
same
heard about
boat. We are
Child's
in the
Play,
same
I was
boat.
like, nah. Now we have to start
I
watching.
will say
more.
that they've done a good job hiding him. I feel like they're building up suspense as far as like wanting to see
it's
him
a
in
horror
the screen.
flick. That's the whole point.
No, not even that. But I mean, just trailers nowadays show a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
I only watch one trailer. So I actually.
Oh, okay,
only seen
okay. I
one
know what it
trailer
is
there.
now.
I know Patrick's rule is like if he's wanting to watch a movie really good, he just watches
I
the
will
first
watch
one.
the
and
teaser
that's it.
trailer
Yeah.
and then maybe the next one because the teaser normally only shows a little bit. But after that, I do not watch any more trailers. They give away too much. The comedy, the funniness, everything's given away in those trailers. I don't normally
And
watch
don't
them.
watch Reddit.
Nobody goes on Reddit just to like
Just
be
to
like, what do I want to do
scroll.
today? Yeah, except for porn.
Prior to the week.
And then
before
if
the
you
movie
do,
coming out.
you don't go to your coworkers at work and just literally tell
I
them
did
about
not tell you guys anything. I held my own.
Bro, I went on Reddit yesterday and I saw something and it ruined the whole movie.
I'm not gonna tell
I'm
y'all,
not gonna tell you. But
but-
what I saw was one scene. But I'm not gonna tell you anything.
No.
But it was one scene. But I'm not gonna tell you anything. But it was one scene that was really hard. But I'm not telling you anything.
Like
It wasn't
they
even a
showed it.
scene. I said it was 15 minutes of.
15 minutes.
I mean, 15 seconds. 15 seconds. And again, Endgame's already out. It's, I watched the end of Endgame.
For those of you that are not in the joke, Boyle ruins every movie Endgame when you are his friend. He literally, we all bought the Spider-Man game so excited for it, and he doesn't even have a PlayStation. He went out and watched YouTube videos of how it ended, literally just to bring it up at work.
Yeah, I did. I'm not gonna lie.
like,
I didn't,
so-
not to bring it up at work, but I was like, "What the hype is?" Let's see. I don't have a PlayStation. Now I have a PlayStation,
Let
and
me
now
just
I
give-
have a contract with OKB Productions saying I cannot ruin anything,
Yep.
any movie or
Great
game.
contract.
Yeah, which sucks. As far as the Chucky movie, I think it's gonna kill it, but I don't think Toy Story.
I'm
is
excited
gonna be
for
able
it.
to-
I do want to watch it. Yeah.
I feel like Toy Story is just gonna wreck it because you have multiple generations that are gonna go watch this.
I mean, even then, like toys. I feel like scary movies are way more of a niche than even cartoons are. I feel like cartoons literally everyone watches them now, from as young as you are to even the older generation.
Yeah, for sure.
I do feel like scary movies are very much of a niche to as far as age and as far as just people who like scary movies. For example, Devin does not watch scary movies.
I also do not like to watch scary movies.
That is
Thank
true.
you, Pollo.
My current relationship has been forced fed scary movies.
I see, because of this whole Chucky. Chucky has been like my childhood scary like movie. Like I remember going to sleep and thinking, if I'm under these covers, I'm safe from Chucky. Like
You know what? I got a funny story to tell about Chucky. True story, right? Funny story, right? I used to watch Chucky 2 a lot too. Right? Going not a lot, but I obviously seen Chucky when I was smaller, right? And I would also have nightmares with Chucky trying to kill me. And I specifically remember one nightmare, right? He's literally on top of me with like a knife. And he's like about to kill me, and I tell him, "Wait, why are we doing this? Why can't we just like team up and be friends, right? Swear on everything, right?" After that, when I'd have a nightmare, I could call Chucky in my nightmare, and he would come out and fight whatever it is that's trying to kill me, and we were homies. And that happened for years. Like, honest to God, true story.
That is
I
so
would
funny.
sit in my
Chucky,
nightmare.
help me.
Yes, I'd be like, Chucky, and he would run out and tackle whoever
he's like
was trying
smoking
to
a
kill me.
cigarette like on the sideline.
Yeah, he's like just chilling. Yeah, I swear.
That is
yeah.
so awesome, having
That's
Chucky in your
literally
corner.
been one thing that I'm gonna have to try my next nightmare and be like, Chucky, are you still here? He's
Yeah.
Now,
like, "No,
now it's gonna
I've
be like
been
the new
remade."
Chucky against the old Chucky comes out. He's like, "What are you doing?"
But yeah, that was
He
true
called me,
story.
not you, guy.
So as always,
Stay fresh.
Stay hungry.
Stay driven.
and stay humble.